back.
Everyone hold on to your butts for a second.
Motion sickness. Okay.
Okay.
Hopefully this will work better.
Fingers crossed that this is better.
I'm gonna open it so I can see the comments.
Yes.
It says one watching on here. That was before I clicked it. So.
Oh, that's what it says on here.
Oh, just breathed in weird.
Oh no.
Okay.
Looks
Leanna,
good, sounds good. Thank you, Leanna.
All right, so hopefully everyone's able to rejoin.
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know why my internet's like that. Like like I said, I had to do a speed test, and apparently I have good internet, but I think it just is really temperamental because fuck Mediacom. That's why.
I also have Mediacom.
Yeah.
All right. Shibas and Shelves is back.
Hello.
Hello. Do you have a toilet spider?
Also, can I ask, like, Shibas, do you have Shiba Inus? Is that why you have Shibas in your name? Or because if you do, can I see them? Because they're really cute. Two of them. What are their names? I have to know. If you don't mind telling me. If I'm being nosy, that's okay. I'm so excited. Shibas are fucking adorable. My dog, my big dog Sasha, is part Akita, and she's a butthole, and she's my favorite.
Shibas are the wrinkly ones, right?
Shibas are the smaller ones. No, Chow Chows are the wrinkly ones.
No, not Chow. No, what are the wrinkly ones? Shar-Peis.
Shar-Peis are the wrinkly ones.
Sorry, Shiba Inu. Okay, I know what they are.
Shiba Inus are adorable.
Yeah.
I love
They're
them.
the kind of like poof. They kind of look like chows, right? But they're like smaller and.
They're not as poofy, and they look a little bit like Sasha, but their faces are different. They're like the same color
I might have to Google.
and the same size. Libby and Toyo, got them as adults. That's adorable.
Aww.
That makes me very happy. Thank you for telling me that.
All right. Well.
Yeah. So.
What else we got to talk about? Oh, we were talking about Half-a-Weenathon, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we should be posting our TBR hopefully tomorrow. I still need to edit it.
Yeah, so who all is doing Half-a-Weenathon with us? Are you doing costumes?
Reels. Yeah, and I guess we could say a sneak peek before we post our TBR. The group read / movie is going to be Hellraiser.
Mm-hmm. You heard it here first, folks.
And The Hellbound Heart.
Yes.
Is the book version by Clive Barker.
And we do have some costumes planned that we're planning to wear during our After Dark live show. So that will be fun. Leanna's going to read Dracula.
Dracula.
Which is also on her Ajiri list.
Nice.
Smart.
Yeah, and I think we have a story picked out for After Dark as well.
Mm-hmm.
That I think will be a fun one, so.
Mm-hmm. I'm pretty stoked about it. Pretty excited about it. So, yeah, if you would like to join us for that, we'll let you know. When Sue posts our TBR, she's going to put what short story we're planning to read for that. So if you would like to read it with us, that way you can do that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's from a collection. It's from one of the Hot Blood collections.
That whole, like, I don't know who came up with that idea, but like...
Jeff Gelb, I guess. He edited all of them.
Yeah, Jeff Gelb, and then Michael Garrett edits some of them, and I think Lisa Tuttle edited... Or she had something to do with some of them. Maybe she just wrote a story for them. Lon Friend, I think, edited the first one. Yeah. So it's just, I don't know who decided writing horror erotica would be a smart idea, but like, I'm down for it.
There's tons of horror erotica.
It's awful, and I love it so much.
Yeah, it is funny though, because there's some, like Dracula, for instance, or vampires in general, are just kind of like, they're kind of,
sensual.
Sensual.
Which is weird considering the fact that they would be cold.
Yeah.
When I think of sensual, I think of like...
They like bite your neck, which seems very intimate.
Mm-hmm. And they can like... They have that like mind control thing, I guess, depending on... Maybe that's not all vampires, depending on what vampires you're reading about.
Yeah. The beginning of Dracula is very homoerotic, though.
Whoa. Yeah, you should absolutely participate if you can get your TBR together.
Yeah.
Or definitely just come hang out with us, because we're going to do 2 different kind of join along with us things. We're going to do the After Dark live show, and then we're also going to be live tweeting Hellraiser while we watch it. So
yeah. I'm excited. I haven't
fun.
watched Hellraiser since I was like a teenager, I think.
I've never seen it, and I'm really stoked to watch it. So,
Yeah.
because lately I've been getting into like cheeseball horror, so I'm really excited about it.
Yeah. I wanted to do like a costume that was on theme, but I did not think I could pull off dressing up like any of the Cenobites from...
See, I don't even know what Hellraiser is really about, but the fact that there's things called Cenobites in there,
They are called Cenobites, right?
it makes me hungry,
They're
but it
like-
also makes me intrigued.
I know they do sound like they'd be like
A snack.
a snack. Like those, what are those things that they have at Taco Bell? They're like Cinnabon bites. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah,
it'd
that's
be.
what it sounds like. So, I mean, yeah.
But I was like, I think all of them are bald, and I've never attempted to wear a bald cap, so I don't think that would work out for me.
I have too much hair to wear a bald cap. It won't all fit.
Yeah, you'd have a like cone head or something.
That's a costume idea.
Yeah.
Cone head. It'd be fun.
Yeah. But I'm excited. I think that'll be fun.
No, I think it'll be a really good time.
And we are having the After Dark a little earlier in the day than normal, in the hopes that maybe some people who live in other time zones
can join us
more easily join. I don't know. We'll see. But
Yeah. So we're just gonna costume up at like 3 p.m. on a Saturday
Saturday in April.
and drink some beer. Yeah. So. Yeah.
That's our lives.
That's our lives.
Did we already mention our current reads?
I don't think so.
No, I talked
We
about
did.
one of them. I'm reading Seven Worlds, which is a old sci-fi novel, and it's okay. It's a quick read and it's kind of fun, but it's like not the best writing, I wouldn't say, but it's not bad. And then I'm in the middle of like a bunch of other books. I started the book Cannibalism, A Perfectly Natural History. It's a nonfiction book. And I've started Billions and Billions by Carl Sagan. And I also, a long time ago, started Wuthering Heights and have not made much progress in it. And a long time ago, I started the short story collection Where I'm Calling From and have not made much progress in it. So I'm like...
Sidebar. I'm concerned about the title of the cannibalism book. A Perfectly Natural History?
I think that's the subtitle.
Are we condoning?
Well, he's talking about it in, like, animals. Like, there are lots of animals who have cannibalistic practices. Tendencies, yes.
Okay.
And then he also, I think later, I'm not to that part of the book, but I think he also talks about it in humans. Different cultures have kind of some rituals that are cannibalistic. Even things like, it's like kind of a trend to like for women mothers to eat their own placenta.
Eat their placenta. Yeah.
Like that's cannibalism.
Unpopular opinion, maybe. I mean, maybe not unpopular, but I'll say unpopular. Taboo opinion, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
If we were in a survival situation and I died of natural causes, like you didn't murder me, I died.
Right.
You could eat me to survive, and my sensibilities wouldn't be offended.
Yeah, same.
So, I mean, I feel like maybe in certain circumstances I could condone
Yeah, but I mean, there's some
cannibalism.
there's some, like, you know, ritualistic cannibalism that's not, like, killing and eating people, which is what you think of.
Right, but there's, like,
But
eating
it's-
placenta or shit. Back in the Victorian days, they used to eat all kinds of people parts.
Right.
Like mummy bones and skin. Like, they would grind up mummies and they would use them for, like, medicinal purposes. But yeah,
Right.
like, there's a storied history of various different cannibalistic practices.
Yeah, so I think he, like, gets there. He kind of starts out with
Okay.
talking about animals who are cannibalistic, and then moving on to humans. And also, I think maybe he'll touch on, like, why we have sort of a fascination with cannibalism as well.
Probably just because it's so taboo, you know? Like, you just think of... Oh, and I think also when you think of cannibalism, my mind jumps immediately to just, like, eating other people. Like, not, like, parts, but, like,
Right.
eating
Like
the flesh
like,
of someone.
Like
Yeah.
cooking up a human steak.
Yeah, like, that's, when I hear cannibalism, that's immediately where my brain jumps. And so, like, I can see why people have, like, this morbid fascination, because I think they think of the taboo practice more than other shit.
Yeah. Annie asked, will there be a live reading sprint session? We hadn't planned one. I guess I didn't really think about doing that. I guess
Yeah.
we could.
We could do that. It seemed like it went fine when we did it
Yeah.
for our Ajiri readathon.
Yeah. We could do it.
We could
I
do
don't
it.
know. Let us know
If y'all want
if
us
y'all
to do
are
that.
interested
Yeah.
in that. Amber said the author of Cannibalism, fuck, I just had his name in my head and then it left. Shoot, his last name's either Shoot or Shut. I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Bill? Is it Bill? I don't remember. Wrote a book all about sanguivores. Is that how you say that? I'm not sure what a sanguivore is.
I'm trying to, like, piece it together via, like, with context. Because sanguine, what does sanguine refer to? Because there were the temperaments back in the Middle Ages. There were the temperaments. Because there was sanguine, and I can't remember the other ones. But I don't remember what that is. It blood?
That could be.
I don't know. Amber, help me out.
Bloodsuckers?
Is it blood?
Leanna, I guess, asked if it was blood too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It's probably blood.
It's
That's
probably
what-
blood. Yeah, I was trying to piece
Bill
together
Shoot.
from context.
Shut. Bill Shoot or Shut.
Sanguivore, yeah, they drink blood.
Okay.
Okay, it makes sense.
Okay.
No thanks. I don't want to drink blood. I'll pass.
Shebas and Shelves said they would be
You
Still
got
can't
it.
read.
You
Would
can do
definitely be into reading sprints as well.
Okay.
Well, we might.
Maybe we'll do that
Maybe
then.
we'll add a reading sprint
Yeah.
session. We'll be hanging out a lot that week because we have
Yeah.
live show and movie night.
Yep. Which is fine.
If we do another night of reading sprints.
We do a thrice a week hangout.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm down. You're probably one of the few humans that I would enjoy spending that much time with. So I'm down.
Yeah, when you were gone for a week to visit your family, I was like, man, this sucks because usually we Snapchat
Yeah.
throughout the day. But I didn't want to bother you while you were with your family, and also I figured you'd be like doing stuff and wouldn't be able to like
Respond.
to my Snapchats and stuff. So I was like, this fucking sucks, man.
Well, and mostly what it is like my mom lives in the woods. Like my folks live in the middle of nowhere, so I don't get good service.
Yeah.
So to like send videos via Snapchat takes forever.
Yeah.
And so that would have been difficult. But no, my mom would have been so fucking geeked to like Snapchat you while we were there.
Really?
My mom loves Sue. And my friend Corey, she loves both of them. She calls them her bitches. And or her girls, depending on how drunk she is. But
And we call her Party Patty.
yeah, we call her Party Patty. So yeah, she would have been psyched. She texted or she messaged Corey while I was up there.
Really?
Yeah, she was really excited about that. So
What are you reading now, though?
I am reading. I'm trying to remember the title. It's because my phone is up there, so I'm trying to remember what it's called. Oh fuck! I think it's it's Smoke something. Hold on. I don't know. I just started it last night, so I don't really know. I'll look it up.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit. Definitely not Smokey and the Bandit. I have my laptop right here, so I'm gonna fire her up and take a look. Yeah, I literally just started it, and it wasn't a book I was familiar with prior, but I was reading it for our book club, which is our challenge for this month is to read a book that has like an environmental or nature theme. So I'm reading Smoketown by Tanea D. Johnson. And so from what I understand, this is set in like a future where climate change has completely fucked the United States. It's like post-climate change United States. And within this particular city, birds are outlawed because I think they carry like a flu or a disease or something that is not great.
How to keep birds out of the city?
That's an excellent question, and I'm excited to find that out as I continue to read. But it's like there's a lot going on. So this woman is going there, and she's waiting for the woman she loves, I guess, to meet her there. But then, like crazy shit happens. So we'll see what happens.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, it sounds pretty interesting. So, because y'all know I can't just read like a normal nature book.
Yeah, that's what I was hoping Nature's End would be, because that was like a dystopian kind of apocalypse.
Oh yeah,
nature book,
yeah.
But then it was super racist. So
yeah,
fuck that book. Hi, Curly Books.
Hello.
Amber is currently reading The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, Black Sun, and Pachinko, and is really digging them all.
Nice.
I don't know if I know what Black Sun is, but I've definitely seen a lot of people talk about Pachinko. That's being made into a movie too, right? I think.
I don't know. I don't think I've heard of that. If I have, I don't remember.
And Annie is about to start a cover by book, Devil in Ohio, by Daria Politan.
See, I'm from Michigan, so we're all raised to believe that Ohio is the devil. I personally don't have anything against Ohio or Ohioans, except for, Bill Jordan? Fuck that guy. But otherwise, I think Ohio's fine.
Leanna's reading A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court by Mark Twain, a famous Missourian.
All right.
It's supposedly one of the first novels to feature time traveling.
Nice.
And a nonfiction about the science of reading.
Nice.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I haven't read A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court, but I've always kind of wanted to, because it is time travel and I love time travel books. But growing up in Missouri, we had to read. I read Tom Sawyer, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer, and Huckleberry Finn.
I think I just read Huck Finn in middle school.
Yeah, we read both. Because Mark Twain's a Missourian. We also read maybe not all, but in elementary school we read at least 2 or 3 of the Little House on the Prairie books, because Laura Ingalls Wilder
is from Missouri.
Well, she's not from Missouri, but
Missouri.
she lived in Mansfield, which is right by my hometown. And that's where she lived and where she like wrote the books, and I think maybe lived out the rest of her life there. And they made her house into like a museum. So we also went there in elementary school. We went to the Laura Ingalls Wilder Museum.
Okay.
So that was a big thing here.
That's a thing. See, we just had to take Michigan history twice. Like they make you take it in 4th grade and then again in 10th grade.
We didn't.
At least my school did.
I don't think we ever had to take Missouri history, but we had to pass the Missouri Constitution test when we were in high school.
We took Michigan history.
But we did learn about Missouri history, at least some, but I don't think we ever had like a class that was called Missouri history. It was just like incorporated into our other history
learning
classes. Curly Books is reading a Norwegian translated YA sci-fi horror called 172 Hours on the Moon.
Ooh.
That sounds cool.
That sounds cool.
Although I can't make myself believe NASA would ever send teens to the moon.
Fair.
Yeah, it's a fair point.
Very fair. Very reasonable.
It's how a lot of YA books are. I feel like.
Yeah, I'm like, this would never happen.
I would never do. Like, teenagers would never do this.
No. I don't have a current audiobook that I'm listening to, but today I'm really behind. I really love the Nightlight Podcast, which is like horror short stories that are written and performed by Black authors. And I really love the podcast, and I'm very behind on it. And so I was catching up on it today. And back in October, they had Tananarive Due on the podcast, and or they had a short story by Tananarive Due, performed by like the producer and creator of the podcast. And then the next episode was an interview with Tananarive Due. And so I listened to both of those today, and that was pretty fucking fantastic. I probably will go back and listen to the interview again, just because it was very fascinating. And I think that I probably missed some stuff, so I want to go back and listen to it again to make sure I caught it all.
I'm not currently listening to any audiobooks either, but I did recently finish Why Fish Don't Exist by Lulu Miller, which was really good.
It sounds very interesting. Like
Fantastic.
I would like to check it out.
Let's see. Leanna said they've been wanting to pick up Black Sun. And Amber said Black Sun by Rebecca Roanhorse is a YA fantasy, but it's giving off Native American and Asian chives. I think it's supposed to say vibes. The Asian vibes could just be in my head, but I'm halfway through and it's hella good.
Nice.
Awesome.
Very cool.
Justin Reader is reading 80s classic Bonfire of the Vanities.
Oh.
I've heard of that. That sounds familiar. And The Only Good Indians. Lumberjack.
Oh, thanks.
Justin.
That's so nice. Happy weekend to you as well.
I really enjoyed The Only Good Indians. I liked it. I almost called you Amber. Megan DNF'd it.
I did DNF it, and it was strictly because of the dog violence. I don't like horror that relies on like gore for its scares. Like if there's gore in it, like that's fine. But like if that's, I mean, I don't know. I just felt like why'd you have to bring the dogs into it? They didn't do shit. Like if you want to fuck the humans up, fine by me. Fuck the humans up. Kind of sounds like they earned it in that particular situation. But like the dogs didn't do anything. That's just not nice. I don't like it.
Yeah.
So it was the dog violence. I don't like that.
Yeah. I thought it was really good. I mean, I didn't enjoy the dog violence either, but
yeah, I
thought it was a good book.
And I don't honestly I think it's not the gore thing. Now that I think about it, it's just
I don't think it's particularly gory.
No, I think, and I read a lot of zombie novels, and I don't have a problem with slasher things. I think it was strictly the fact that it was against these animals who had nothing to do with anything.
Yeah.
So
my phone's probably gonna die.
Do you want my charger?
Yeah, if you don't mind. Casey. Oh, I think I missed a comment there. Casey said they were reading Wilkie Collins. Was that you who said that, Casey? Yeah, Moonstone by Wilkie Collins and Wisteria Cottage by Robert M. Coates. I haven't read either of those. I've definitely heard of Wilkie Collins. I don't know that I've heard of Moonstone.
I haven't.
What is Wilkie Collins? The Woman in
White.
Was it The Woman in White?
Yeah. I have that book, but I haven't read it.
I have that book too.
I'm gonna go Team Court
Let me wait for the pachinko comment until Megan gets back, since she was the one who hadn't heard of it. But I've heard great things about pachinko, so I would like to read that sometime. I wish a book gave me chives or any spices. Oh, I once got a book at a library sale, and I think it had seeds to grow chives in it. I think it was chives. Someone had left a packet of seeds in it though, but it was It was one of the Earthsea. Was it? Now I can't remember. I think it was an Ursula K. Le Guin book. But yeah, a book has given me chives, I think. I didn't plant them, though.
Murphy's curled up in that blue chair. It's really cute.
That's the most southern thing ever, seeds in a book. Yeah, I'm guessing they were using them as a bookmark.
Probably.
Amber said Pachinko by Min Jin Lee is a multi-generational Korean story set around World War II.
Okay.
And she's heard it goes into the issues between Japan and Korea at the time.
Interesting. Okay.
Casey said Moonstone is for the 500-page prompt. Oh,
Nice.
so it's a thick one.
It's a thick boy. Or girl.
Amber said, well, that's magical and I'm jealous about the seeds.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I should plant them and see what happens.
You should. And see what goes on.
I think I might actually, I don't know if I still have that book or not. I might have got rid of it, and if I did, I probably left the seeds in it.
I might start leaving seeds in books I get rid of.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
It is fun to just leave fun things in there.
It is, because I know I always love it if I get like a secondhand book and there's something cool in there.
Yeah.
Oh, hello. No worries. We had to switch technology, so.
Yeah.
No worries. Welcome.
Yeah, but I'm glad I'm finally making progress on if you gotta read it.
I am happy. We're doing it.
Yeah, partly because I gave up on my original TBR and I was just like, I'm just gonna read what I want to read. Justin got the new Ishiguro to read as well. I didn't know there was a new one.
I didn't
So out of the loop.
I've only read
Never Let Me Go.
Never Let Me Go. I have Remains of the Day, but I haven't read it yet.
Same.
Yeah. haven't read it.
Same on all counts.
Title of my memoir.
Amber said, I love used books with a delightful surprise. Me too. As long as it's delightful.
Yeah, as long as it's
Sometimes
delightful.
you're like, what is this?
Yeah, or like mystery stains.
Yeah.
Mystery stains are very scary.
Yeah, that copy of it's a horror erotica collection called I Shudder at Your Touch. And it's got some like spillage on it and I'm like, ooh, I hope this isn't bodily fluids. I'm pretty sure it's not.
I hope not. I was like holding in a lot of like inappropriate comments that I wanted to make. I kept them in. That's what all the faces were about.
Curly Book said, did you ever see John Oliver's Mega Church episodes? They had people send in their seeds, and I guess seeds means money. I have not seen it.
No.
But John Oliver is usually pretty hilarious.
Pretty delightful. Mm-hmm.
Casey said, I can never stick to a TBR, too much of a mood reader.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can stick to a TBR if I make myself, but I'm not gonna enjoy it.
I don't do well with that. Even like rules I make up for myself, I'm like,
Yeah.
you don't tell me what to do, me. So yeah, I just can't.
Fuck you, me.
Fuck you, me. Tell me what to do. Some bullshit. No, I just have to. I got a mood read.
Shiva and Shelves said, I pre-ordered Clara and the Sun and haven't read it yet because I'm terrible.
We all are.
I pre-ordered a book that I got a couple months ago that I still haven't read. It was What We Don't Talk About When We Talk About Fat.
Oh.
By Aubrey Gordon. I still haven't read it. I need to do that.
I would like to read that.
Yeah, I've kind of learned that, like, it's better to just go with the flow, mood read.
Right. It's
I read
intuitive
more.
reading.
Yeah. I read more if I read what I feel like reading instead of trying to force myself through.
Your brain will tell you
book
what you
I'm
need
just
to
not
read.
into it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which makes, like, book clubs a struggle sometimes.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm going to read my other book club book.
What is your other book club book?
Well, I don't know if I'm going to even be able to attend book club because our book club meetings are at the same exact time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
this month. But it's a collection of essays. I'm sure it would probably be good. I checked it out from the library. I got the ebook. But I just don't know if I'm going to have time to read it. It's called Here for It, or How to Save Your Soul in America by R. Eric Thomas. So I'm going to try to read it, but I don't know if I'll have time.
Interesting. Yeah, you have a lot of book club responsibilities.
Yeah, I like that we've changed ours to a theme instead of a specific book.
Yeah, the way we have a book club that we're in together, and the way we do ours is we just pick a theme for the month, and then everyone just reads whatever they want to that's kind of on theme. So that way people can still read what they want to read, but there are like some commonalities that we can all discuss together.
Yeah.
So we just kind of pick the theme based on if there's any holidays or any like designations for that month, you know.
Yeah.
Then we kind of pick that. But so like last month was Women's History Month, and then so we did either read a book by a female author or about women's history or women's issues. And then this month, since Arbor Day and Earth Day are both in this month, it was like read a book with a nature or environmental theme.
Yeah.
So, and I feel like that's better just because it gives people the freedom to still read the kind of books that they are interested in reading, but then also allows them to like have a conversation about that with people. So I dig it.
Yeah. Let's see.
Do you want to go outside, buddy?
Never said I need to read Remains of the Day and Never Let Me Go.
Oh,
yeah.
Never Let Me Go will wreck you. Fair
It's pretty good. Curly Book said secondhand gunk on used books is pretty gnarly. Yup. It is. I usually don't mind it though. Like it honestly doesn't bother me that much, for the most part.
Yeah, for the most part, because like most of the time, it seems like it's usually like innocuous, but if it's sticky,
Yeah. But I'm all like I've definitely like spilled Chinese food on a book before, so
I've spilled coffee
like I get it.
on books all the time.
I spilled it. Oh, I was on my way from here. We'd had Chinese food here, and I was taking my leftovers with me. And my dumbass was like, "I'll just set this in my bag with my books."
Oh,
And then it leaked everywhere.
wah, wah.
So I was an idiot. Amber said, "I have blank, but haven't read it yet. I say this at least once a week." Same.
Same.
Shebas and Shells said, "I read Aubrey Gordon's book the other month, and it was so good. I need to read it."
I'd like to read it also.
I follow her on Instagram. Her Instagram is Your Fat Friend.
Yep.
Like YR Fat Friend. Really great. She posts some really good stuff.
Yeah, good content.
I think I'm up to 7 or 8 books I've pre-ordered this year and have read one of them. I hardly ever pre-order books. I should be better about that because I know it helps the authors a lot.
Yeah,
But I don't pay attention to what's coming out.
I don't either.
So I don't pre-order books very often.
I have no idea what's coming out ever.
You have like...
Thank you. That's what I was trying to get, and I couldn't fucking find it. So thank you. Yeah. I could feel there was something happening. I couldn't find it.
The newest book that I think maybe it's out in the UK, but I'm not sure if it's out here yet. But I really want to read Becky Chambers.
Yeah, same.
The 4th book in the Wayfarer series, the name of which is escaping me.
Also
the
same.
Galaxy something. Her book titles are always so long.
They're very long. They're very long book titles.
But I really want to read that, but I haven't found it available even on Kindle here yet.
So it might just be in the UK.
So I think, yeah, maybe it's just released in the UK so far. But I've seen people reading it a lot, but I don't know if they have an inside scoop. Maybe they're getting ARCs. I don't know.
The book dealer.
I'm not sure. Book Goddess, I easily own 300 plus books I haven't read yet. I'm so bad. Same. I actually know how many unread books I have. and I can tell you right now because I have it in my bookshelf app.
Damn. Bookshelf
I have
app?
349 unread books.
Damn. I don't think I have that many, but I do have like easily over 100 books that I own that I haven't read.
I do kind of want to go through and get rid of some though, because I do have a lot that I like. When we go to library sales sometimes, and it's like dollar book day, I get a bunch of shit, and then I'm like,
I don't.
Later, I'm like, do I really want this? I don't know. Amber said, to be fair, most Japanese books wreck me at least a little bit. Ugh, so good. Well, I mean, he is Japanese, but I think he's British.
I think you're right. Well, and Never Let Me Go is not set in Japan, I don't think.
No. I think he's, you're, like Japanese European? Is that what you'd say if someone's...
If someone, yeah, is
here, he'd be like
Japanese American. So would it be Japanese European?
I don't know.
I don't know. But yeah, Never Let Me Go was, it emotionally wrecked me, but it was so good. Just so good. I want to watch the movie. I have not seen it yet.
I haven't seen it either.
I'd really like to watch
Remains
it.
of the Day either.
Also same. Yeah. Yeah.
We've established that I don't watch movies that much.
I don't watch new movies that much. I've seen a lot of like older movies, but I don't keep up with like current movies very often.
No, me either. I could not tell you at all any new movie that's coming out right now.
Nah, I think the newest movie I've seen is maybe like Us.
That's not very new.
Or is it? Yeah, it's not very new.
Us, the horror movie?
Yeah. Is maybe, or wait, did Midsummer come out after that? Because I've seen Midsummer.
Maybe it did. I'm not sure.
So like, yeah, I'm not well versed in like new movies, but older movies, yes.
I'm not well versed in either. Honestly.
My family's like really attached to the TV. So like, yeah, they were always watching something. And like on the weekends, like growing up, we'd go into town and go to like the movie store and pick out movies and pick up a pizza and then take them back out to the house, and that would be our weekend. So
yeah. We didn't have a VCR till I was like 13, so.
Damn. See, we had a VCR, but we didn't have like cable or satellite dish until I was like
We didn't have
older.
We didn't have cable either. I had 5 channels.
Yeah, we had like nothing.
I feel like my chat here is delayed because things are popping up there, but they're not popping up here.
Open my laptop and see
what. Oh, there it is. Okay. Leanna said, have you read Donna Tartt? I like Secret History and her lesser known The Little Friend, but did not like her most popular and Pulitzer Prize winning The Goldfinch. I have not read Donna Tartt.
Same.
But you know, I've always heard of her stuff, so maybe someday. What's Bookshelf app? It's you can put all your books in and I just put mine on 2 different shelves because I wanted to keep track of how many read books I own and how many unread books I own. So I just have 2 shelves called read and unread. I mean, I can show it to you, I guess. This is like what, can you see that at all? I don't know if you can see that. But it's just called Bookshelf. I'm not sure that I would really recommend it because I had to manually enter quite a few books. Like, it seems like they only had newer books. I mean, if it was from like within the last 10 years, it'd probably be fine. But I have a lot of like, you know, old sci-fi books and stuff. So I had to manually enter quite a few. Also, I don't know who owns Bookshelf app, but I suspect it might be Amazon because the interface looks pretty similar to Goodreads, but I don't know. So I'm not really sure that I would recommend it, but it's just kind of one of those things where I was like, I already did all this work to put my books in there, and I'm only using it for this purpose, so it's like, now it's fine. But it does seem kind of similar to Goodreads in that you can like rate things and stuff like that. if you want to, but I don't really use it. All I use it for is to switch books, put books on my unread shelf, and then once I've read them, move them to my read shelf. Literally all I do on it, or if I get rid of it, remove it completely. So it's just so I can keep track of how many books I have.
I have an Excel spreadsheet for that.
I had that too, but I did not
update it.
Yeah, that was my problem with the Excel sheet, is that I made one and then I did not keep up with it.
Yeah, I need to update mine. I just restarted it. Like I just started a completely new Excel spreadsheet, but
And expat, is that what does that mean?
is that what you would call a Japanese European person? Is an expat?
Yeah.
Like an expatriate?
And hi John.
Hi John.
How are you?
Thanks for coming
We're good.
to
We're
our
pretty good.
live stream.
And bye Curly, thanks for coming in.
Yes, thank you.
Coming in? I don't know.
I don't know. Coming
My
on
brain doesn't
in
fucking
our
work today. My uterus is controlling my brain right now.
I get that.
And Amber said, oof, I've already added all my books to Goodreads. I just don't know how many of my owned books are read versus unread. Yeah, I mean, I thought about using Goodreads, but I have a lot of stuff on my Goodreads TBR that I don't own, just like books that I was interested in,
Yeah.
so I added them. And I wanted something to specifically keep track of just the books that I own.
Fair.
So that's what I'm using Bookshelf for. But
Also, I do not keep up with my Goodreads. Like my TBR on Goodreads, like my books in my like to read, I don't even know what they are. Like some of them I added because I was like, oh, I want to remember this and I like to return to it later. And then some of them, like I don't remember why they're there.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't keep up with that. I don't keep it up to date. But my spreadsheet is like strictly for books that I own.
Yeah. John says he's really jealous of us because he's having coffee and we're drinking beer.
Coffee is delightful.
Coffee is pretty fucking good too.
Yeah.
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 I love me some coffee. Sheep and Shelves, I've been using Storygraph as well as Goodreads, and I've recently gotten quite intense about tags on the Storygraph. I looked into Storygraph, but is it still in the beta? Because that's what I found when I was looking it up. I couldn't find the app, and I was like, well, that's weird. So I Googled it, and it said it was like still in the beta version. Maybe it's just for Android, I don't know. But, and you could still get it, I think, but it seemed complicated, and I immediately gave up.
Fair. I have no patience for apps. Like, I have no patience for technology that I don't understand. None whatsoever.
Oops, what happened?
Yeah, same, Casey. Like, that's kind of how I use Goodreads as well. I just kind of use it for, like, oh, I'm kind of interested in this. I need to bookmark it. But I don't think of it as my true TBR either.
I also find, why did the color go weird?
Yeah, the color, because my phone goes to night mode at 8 o'clock.
The night mode.
Yep.
What was I going to say? Oh, I also find Goodreads, like, really difficult to use. I can never figure out how to do shit on there.
Yeah.
Like, adding books to a specific shelf other than the, like, pre-made ones, which are just, like, read, to read, and currently reading.
Yeah.
I can never fucking figure out how to do that.
Those are the only
And I
shelves
also
I have.
feel like the Goodreads, and it's like when I do have to do it, I have to do it on my computer because I definitely can't figure it out on my phone.
Yeah,
Also,
same.
it annoys me that on your phone you can't pick different editions of a book.
Same, because
Or at least I've never figured out how to do it.
I can't either. And like, especially since I've been listening to like audiobooks, I can't switch it to like the audiobook version. So I have to get on my laptop to do that, and then it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, so I think Goodreads is kind of a garbage app, and it pisses me off because I know that Amazon has the resources to make it a good app, and they just don't do it.
Amazon has the resources to do a lot of things, and they don't do it because they don't fucking care.
True.
Hashtag
Bezos
capitalism.
Is Lex Luthor.
No, Elon Musk is Lex Luthor.
Elon Musk is Green Goblin.
Oh. You've thought about this. Like, that was a quick, like, you've put some thought into this. And I'm into it. I'm feeling it. So let's discuss. Yeah, Elon Musk, I can see it. Yeah, no, I can
Yeah.
see it.
That's just my opinion.
I agree.
Jeff Bezos, Lex Luthor, Elon Musk, Green Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not well versed in the superhero stuff, so if you guys have better comparisons, let me know.
Yeah, same. Same.
Let's see. The app is kind of a workaround for both iOS and Android.
Oh.
I think it's technically out of beta now. Oh, maybe
Okay.
maybe I'll
check
look it up then. We should create the perfect app. We do not have the technological knowledge to do that, I don't think. But
Sue had to explain to me, like, I don't know, probably like at least 12 times how to do Instagram stories. So
I had to explain to my boss today how a link works.
why is the font blue? Because it's a link.
She was confused because the one above was a different color. And I was like, you clicked that one.
Right.
So it turned a different color.
When you click it, it changes. Yeah.
Anyway.
No, I can't technology.
Yeah. Oh, Leanna says you have to select the book, select book details, then select editions to change the edition in the mobile app. Oh. See, I could never find a way at all to do it in the mobile app.
Nope.
Which was
But
very annoying.
Now we know. Thanks, Leanna.
So if I can remember that.
I will ask you to teach me that at least 10 times now. So, warning.
Also, I'm really annoyed because the book I'm currently reading, which is that Seven Worlds book,
Yes.
the Goodreads information says that it has 0 pages. So I went to update like my page, what page number I was on, and
Yeah.
I was like, what? It says you're on what page out of 0 pages? And I like, you can't update it, like you can't change. And if I wanted to make it accurate, I would have to fully put in a new edition of the book, basically.
Okay. So you'd have to like get
So I
out
could
of
do
it.
that,
Right.
but I can't like correct the information that's already there.
That's a pain in the ass.
So it just says it's 0 pages.
Audiobooks have like weird numbers
Yeah,
of pages.
they
They'd be like
do.
12 pages, and I'm like, there's no pages. It's an audiobook. What do you mean 12
Yeah,
pages?
I mean, I don't know how you would count pages in audiobook though, because it's like you're listening to all the pages, so you could
Right.
should you count all of them?
Right. Well, and that's my thing is like, I don't think audiobooks are reading. I think they're consuming content. But like, I don't think they're any less valid than reading.
Right.
So I don't really know how to count that. Leanna, I use percentage, like when it comes to audiobooks.
That's what I ended up doing with the 0 pages is I
Yeah.
just did percentage anyway, or instead.
Mm-hmm.
But I was still pissed because I was like, this says it's 0 pages.
Well, yeah, because and when it does your like yearly wrap up or whatever, it'll tell you how
Yeah.
many pages you've read,
It'll
and that'll
be-
fuck your
it'll be
page count.
wrong.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
bullshit.
But
Bullshit.
hello, Marcelo. Is that how you pronounce your name?
Welcome. The Goodreads
Sorry, I was staring down at my phone while I said that. Hello.
Hello. The Goodreads Librarian Manual says to put audiobooks as 1 page per hour rounded up. So like, so that's how they figure that. God, you're blowing my mind right now. Okay. That makes sense.
So if you're a Goodreads librarian, does that mean you can edit things? Because I remember Michael from Knowledge Lost edited something for me once.
Okay.
Because he was like, oh yeah, I'm a
librarian.
I think maybe he was a librarian. And so he was like, oh, I can fix that for you.
Okay.
And did. So if anyone's a librarian and you want to fix the page count of 7 Worlds, let me know.
Hook a girl up, man.
Because I didn't want to put in a new edition because I felt like that would be annoying too, to have
Yeah, if there's so many
multiple
editions.
entries for
Right.
for actually the same edition.
Right. That makes good sense. So I don't know what else.
I don't know. Anyone have any more questions, comments?
Questions, comments.
We've been at this for probably well over an hour at this point.
Yeah, an hour and a half.
Counting the first time.
The first go around, yeah. So we've been about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
But this is like the closest I get to like social interaction with anyone other than Sue and my partner.
Yeah.
So,
And work people.
yeah, and work people. Which,
Oh, you should tell them what happened on your Zoom call.
oh, guys. Okay, so do any of you guys have secondhand embarrassment? Because I do really bad, and I know you do. So
Yes.
I was on a work call, and it was a Zoom, and it was like a company-wide Zoom, because my company does like COVID updates, because I work in healthcare, and so for our treatment centers that deal with the public, we have COVID protocols and stuff, and so we do like a company update where we talk about like employee positives and our COVID precautions and things like that. And so there's like over 300 people on this Zoom call, and there's some like very high up in the company people, like one of the senior VPs of operations, the director of human resources is on this call. And so we're talking about COVID protocols, and someone forgot to mute themselves, and loud as fuck they say, "Oh my god, if I don't find another job soon, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit." And I died. And because it was Zoom, you know, they have like their picture with their name under it, and so whenever you talk, your picture gets big, you know, and so everyone knew who did it. Like, everyone knew who said it. And I guess my boss, who is the director of regulatory affairs, got a phone call from the director of human resources after the call, and I don't know what's going to happen to this person.
Yeah.
So they might have solved their job situation on accident.
Yeah.
It was so embarrassing. Like, it was awful. It was awful. Also, I really don't understand people who don't live on mute.
Yeah.
I live on mute.
So if you
always on mute.
If you guys are having Zoom calls for work,
Mute.
make sure you're on mute.
Mute. I was just so privileged to be a part of that like, I was so happy that I was on the call that day, because that's exactly the type of drama that I love, which is drama that I am privy to but have nothing to do with.
Right.
I live for that shit. Because I'm nosy. I'm nosy as fuck. I'm a huge busybody. I gotta know everything. But yeah, so like drama that I'm privy to that has nothing to do with me, live for it.
Yeah.
Super awkward though. Very embarrassing.
Yeah. Leanna said, I'm terrified even when I'm on mute. I never say anything. Same. That's what I'm like. I don't trust it.
compulsively check. Like, I
don't trust it
compulsively
that
check
much.
to make sure that I'm on mute. And I compulsively check my webcam just to make sure, because mine has like a little shutter that you can close.
Mhm.
So that you, even if your webcam is on, it can't see anything.
Right.
And so like I'm compulsively checking to make sure, like, am I on mute? Is my video off? Like, what's going on?
Mhm.
Oh, they realized what they did because somebody said, hey, their name, you're not on mute, we can hear you.
What did they do?
Nothing.
Nothing.
They said nothing for the rest of the call, and they stayed on for the duration of the call, which is like ballsy on their part, because if it were me, I would have immediately been like, I'm out, and I would have left.
Yeah.
I would have left the call. They didn't. They stayed on the entire call. They must have known what
Yeah.
they, you know, and so yeah, I don't know what happened to them, but it was the most embarrassing thing that I've ever encountered. And yes, John, I am a drama queen. I am a secondary drama queen, or like subsidiary drama queen, in that I don't make drama and I don't want to be involved in the drama, but you bet your ass I want to know about the drama.
Yes. Yeah, that's how I am too.
Yeah. Yes, I would have done it. Oh no, I lost internet also. Yes. That's the only thing you can do when you do something
Yeah.
just mortifying on a call. It's like, oh, my internet cut out. Whoops.
Oh, and 7 Worlds page count is fixed. Thank
Hey,
you.
awesome.
Nice. How do you become a Goodreads librarian?
Yeah, good question.
And John had asked how our
our other halves.
Yeah, our partners are doing.
Our partners are good.
Mine did not have a great week. He got food poisoning.
But what did he get food poisoning from? He brought that on himself.
He may have eaten a hamburger and a hot dog out of a vending machine at work. And he thinks the hot dog gave him food poisoning.
Yeah.
Which I was like, well, what did you expect?
It's from a vending machine,
But he's
bro.
doing fine now. He's over it.
Which is good. My partner is fine also. We both got sick when we went to go visit my family, and my brother had a stomach bug, and then he shared it with us. And so my partner had said stomach bug during the 12-hour drive home. And then he had to like go to work and work a busy week pretty much immediately when we got back, but he's good otherwise.
Yeah.
And yes, John, I do love other people's drama. I do. I'm not sorry about it. I'm not. I am the nosiest bitch in the entire world. I'm not a gossip though. The only people I tell are Sue and my partner. I don't spread anyone else's drama, but fuck yes, I do like to know about it.
There's a test you have to take to be a Goodreads librarian.
Oh.
But interesting. I wonder if you still can do it, or if it was,
Like a thing in the past. I wonder if they're still accepting new librarians.
I had no idea you could get those items from a vending machine.
You shouldn't. You shouldn't.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
But you can. You can get all kinds of things from a vending machine.
Was there one at Bass Pro that had sandwiches and stuff in it?
Fuck yeah, it had sandwiches in it.
Yeah,
I bet you they all had salmonella.
Probably.
Yeah.
I wouldn't trust a vending machine meat at all.
That sentence just makes me like
Vending machine meat.
So when we were traveling back from Michigan, obviously like we have to stop at gas stations to go pee and fuel up and stuff. It's 800 miles. And some of those gas stations have those like sex things, like the little vending machines, like in bathrooms sometimes they have the vending machines where you can get like tampons. And this one has condoms, but they also have like a mystery pack where you can get like erotic items. And if I would have had quarters, I would have bought one just because I want to know what's in it.
Curious.
Yeah.
Would be a mystery.
Would not have used it. Would not have used it because vending machine, ew. But would have made fun of it. Yeah. Would have had a good time. So.
Bye, Amber. Thanks for
Bye,
joining.
Amber. And thank you, John, for understanding my drama love. I appreciate you.
Sheba's and Shelf, so I assume you can still
Because Amazon loves free labor.
Goodreads librarian. Yeah, good point.
Solid.
Good point.
Solid. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, do you think we should wrap it up?
Yeah, probably. It's been almost
bit.
2 hours. Yeah.
And I gotta pee again, real bad.
Yeah, and I'm tired.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us.
Yes.
It was fun. We always have fun on our live shows, and we actually weren't sure if anyone would show up for this one because we forgot to
to
announce
promote
it. We had to cancel the last one because you were leaving for Michigan the next day.
Yeah, and
And
my partner's mom, we wanted to spend some time with her before we left, so yeah.
But our next, if you got it, read it, live show should be on schedule first Friday in, what's next month, May?
May.
May.
God, why? Yeah. It's already May. Like, that's fucked up.
So that should be fine, but again, if we have to reschedule it for any reason, we'll
keep you posted.
We'll post on social media and stuff and let y'all know, but good night, everyone, or whatever time it is where you are. Is it morning in Australia? Good morning.
Good day to y'all.
Good day. And we'll see you all next live show.
Yeah, come hang out with us. We're looking forward to it. So we will see you then.
All right.
Actually, before we have our next Jerry live show, we will have an After Dark live show.
Yeah, so if you want to join that one, we'll see you there.
Yes, we will see you there. So, thanks,
Alright.
guys. We will see you next time.
Bye. Just stop it up there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, how do I stop it on my phone?
I don't know.
Okay.